Welcome! We've established that emerging markets, particularly from Asia, are not necessarily followers anymore in the innovation world order. At the same time, it is still true that emerging markets, in some respects at least, have less developed innovation infrastructure and less established consumer practices. This may hamper commercialization of advanced market practices there. What does this mean for advanced market managers? Do emerging markets still offer a commercialization opportunity if they suffer from less developed infrastructures and consumer practices? The answer is a resounding yes, particularly if you're facing very established regulatory or customer practices in your own advanced markets, which are holding you back from making progress to the next innovation generation. In that case, emerging contexts may actually allow you to leapfrog to the next innovation generation, making them a great place to engage in innovation advances beyond what is done in the US, Europe, and Japan. Let me give you a few leapfrogging examples. For instance, a new category of so-called fintech or financial technology companies are applying internet platform technologies to improve financial services across the world. Did you know that 4 of the 5 largest fintech platforms in the world are Chinese? That is because about 75% of the Chinese population, that is no less than 1 billion people, are underbanked. That is, they have no or very little access to financial services. Services that are taken for granted by Western and Japanese customers. As a result, in 2017, 69% of digitally active Chinese were using fintech services. India is following with 52% of fintech services. Germany, the United States, and France, by contrast, are lagging very far behind, barely attaining half the Chinese figures. Let me give you another example. Less developed roads and healthcare infrastructures mean that governments and healthcare professionals in Rwanda and Kenya are much more welcoming to innovations in respectively drone technology and online healthcare education. Some Western startups are jumping on these opportunities. This helps them leapfrog other Western companies that stay at home to next generation innovations. Another reason to learn to innovate from and for emerging markets is rooted in the global wealth pyramid and the rise of emerging market challenges. Let's have a look at the global wealth pyramid to understand why. The world population reached 7.5 billion in 2017. Let's assume at least 1 billion of them are too young to be considered potential customers. That leaves us with 6.5 billion potential customers in the global wealth pyramid, 500 million of which make up the top tier. These are the people across the world earning more than $20,000 a year. A second tier is made up of about 2 billion people who earn between $1,500 and $20,000 a year. Finally, the base of the pyramid is populated by no less than 4 billion people earning less than $1,500 a year. Advanced and emerging market firms approach this wealth pyramid from opposite angles. North American, European, and Japanese firms first target the top tier, while emerging market firms from Asia, Latin America, Africa typically target the second tier and the wealthier amongst the base of the pyramid. Over time, advanced market firms go down the pyramid, while emerging market firms go up. That is the emerging battle for the global middle classes. In the next step, we'll explain how advanced market firms can successfully innovate for and from emerging markets by co-evolving with local innovation context. While hard to crack, emerging markets provide a unique opportunity for advanced market managers to start new innovation trajectories, challenge old ways, and in some cases get a new lease of life. We'll broach the example of Volkswagen to illustrate exactly this more clearly. So please stay tuned for the following.